tinanaw yan para mas malaki.
Okay, that's Shine, a song by Vanessa Ramarossi, still at Kumbang channel, Kumbang Kumpul Bareng Yok. And don't forget, it's every Sunday at 98 FM from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. And right now, as I promised you guys, I have three special guests in the studio, together with me and Pai Johnson, of course. Pai Johnson, you're with us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got three guests tonight by Johnson, as you can see. By Johnson actually picked them up from outside, from our reception area, and they are ready now to share about their thoughts, being domestic helpers here in Macau. So why don't I just say hi first to all of you here, the three divas. Hey guys, how you going?
Hi,
good
evening.
How's your night been?
It's good.
It's good. It's not that cold anymore, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so which is good and bad in a way, because it's good because it's not that cold, but it's bad because I forgot and I keep on having all these jackets, full-on jackets before I came out last tonight. Anyway, you are here to share to us about, your feeling working here in Macau as domestic helpers. I'm sure you have all been informed by our team regarding our topic today. There was a report reported by a fellow TDM also actually about a new survey showing 90% of Filipino domestic workers in Macau having great concern about health problems related to increasing levels of stress. So what we're going to be talking about tonight is, what do you think about this? Is it true? Is it you may not be experiencing this kind of stress level, or maybe you may, I'm not sure, but you may know also some people out there among your fellow compatriots from the Philippines who are in fact a little bit stressed out, maybe because of work or maybe because of other things that's been happening in Macau, especially in regards to the pandemic. Okay, because I think pre-pandemic, I think we can safely say that we wouldn't have this 90% of stress level.
Yes,
Okay, but because I think not just the Filipino domestic workers, I think even myself, my stress level has been going up, over the past 2 years because of the pandemic. But this is very interesting with this new survey involving the Filipinos working in Macau, particularly those who are working in the domestic as a domestic helper, and you're all working as domestic workers as well. So we'd really love to hear directly from you in regards of this stress level. What do you guys think? Are you guys nervous now? I can see from your face. It's like you guys are. I was gonna ask just, it was an opening question only, and then we would ask your identity. But now let's break the ice so that you're not gonna get stressed out. Okay. The topic is about stressing out, and you are stressing out already.
Yes.
Okay, let's break the ice now. So, okay, we're gonna do it traditionally. What's your name? Starting from the left side.
Good evening. I'm Elsa Cordero. I'm actually working here for 10 years.
10 years already. And next.
Hi, good evening. I'm Diana.
Okay, that's not the name that you mentioned to me.
Okay, Lady Diana.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, is that really your real name?
Yes.
See, if you were patient enough, not getting stressed out, it would have been more fun after the first question you answered, and then the introduction as Lady Diana.
Yes.
But seriously, is that really your real name?
Yes.
Okay, like in the paper.
It's after the name of Princess Diana.
So that was really in your birth certificate.
Yes.
Wow, Lady Diana.
Yeah.
Nice, Lady Diana. It's like so royally. Okay, and how long have you been in Macau for?
Oh, I'm working here for 13 years.
13 years, even
Yes.
longer than.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, and then what about you?
I'm Catherine Punsalan. I'm
Catherine?
working here for 6 years.
6 years. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're the newbie, basically.
Yeah, I'm the baby here.
Right, let's get on back again to the same question. So what do you guys think about this survey that led to a finding where over 90% of the respondents, which were Filipino domestic workers, they had concerns over health problems related to stress level. Is this happening among your fellow Filipino friends?
Yeah, for me, I'm lucky because my employer is not. I'm not stressed. Then they treat me as a family. but one of my friends,
Hang on a second. Let me just cut you first because this is really funny. Because Catherine here, she said she was so nervous. It's her first time in the radio, and I thought she'd be just shut up. There's nothing. But she became the first one who actually answered. Okay, move on. Continue.
one of my friends is just always complaining me about her employer. Then she always said that working long hours, no rest, and then lack of food. So every time complains, I just eat a little. They just give me like this, and then if I eat their food,
They complain.
they complain. Why did you eat my food? So,
But
so-
could she buy food for herself from outside and keep it there?
yeah, but of course maybe she's shy to employer. If she bought food, they think that, some employer, they will think that why you buy food
Oh
outside.
yeah. They get offended.
Yeah, that they
Ah.
offended. So she just don't. But sometimes she bring food and then she eat when the
In
employer-
hiding?
Yeah. Hiding.
Okay. Well, I think it is really important for people in Macau, whether they're locals or not locals, to actually learn about this situation because I have, the privilege to know quite a lot of domestic workers. I'm half Indonesian, half Filipino, so I mean, I get access to both worlds, and a lot of Indonesians and Filipinos in Macau work as domestic workers, so I get to hear a lot about their stories. But not many people in Macau get this kind of access. Okay, and so I think it is good to know about this whole situation. Like you said yourself, you may not be stressing out, but
Yeah.
turns out this survey is quite true. Because there's always like a friend of yours and a friend of a friend
Yes.
who's having this stress issue. May I know though, your friend, this friend of yours, is she staying in or is she stay out?
She stay out.
So she stay out and
Yeah.
she is stressing out already.
Yeah, yes.
Imagine, guys, for those who are actually staying in with these types of employers, yeah.
Yes.
And what about Lady Diana? May I ask, please, Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Highness, not Your Honor. This is not a court. I'm sorry. So, Your Highness, Lady Diana.
Me, I'm working to my boss for 11 years. So do you think I'm stressed?
Obviously, you're
Obviously
very, very
not.
loyal.
Yes, and not, of course. If I'm stressed, maybe I leave them already.
That's true.
Yes.
So the point is here tonight also to realize that although we acknowledge and recognize that this survey is quite true, because there's always some Filipino domestic workers out there, and even, may I mention also, Indonesian domestic workers. We're going to invite an Indonesian guest next week to talk about the same subject. So even though this is quite true and this is happening and it's quite serious, but there are still people like Catherine here and Lady Diana, and I'm guessing you also don't have problem with your, all right? Yeah. So there's still people out there like you guys who may not be stressing out because of work,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But so then let me just go straight to your friends then, Lady Diana. Your Highness, do you have any friends or do you know anyone that, have this kind of stress relating to work?
Oh, some of my friends, they just stress because of the long hours, but I don't have that. They are lack of foods like that. Only long hours that they are talking
Is
to
it
me.
only recently, or this long hours has been going on for many years?
Yes, for many years.
So it's
like-
actually many years. So then
Yes.
why the subject of being stressed out because of work only came up recently?
I think because
No,
everybody
it's not.
are
It's not. It's
stressed.
not just because of the report. But I noticed that more people actually personally say to me that they're stressing out. So more people, more Filipinos, more Indonesians that come to me and say I'm stressing out because of work. But this has been happening for many years actually. But why do you think that only now? Is it because of the pandemic that?
Yeah. I think one of the most problem on this stress of the OFW, I think we cannot go
OFW is
home.
Overseas Filipino Workers,
Yeah,
guys.
we cannot go home. We cannot take our vacation. So
That's
I
a really
think
good point. Yeah.
if you are stay in and then your boss is not so kind, I think that's one
That's
of
true
the,
because back in those days, the pre-pandemic, you could still go on a holiday,
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
that's
was it
true.
once a year or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Depends.
yearly.
Ah,
Depends.
some boss will
twi-
give you once a year, right?
Yeah, some is twice a year.
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Ah, no wonder. So now we get deeper to the problems, the actual problems, because this problem, I mean, the stress level of domestic workers have been going on for a while, actually. But I guess back in those days, you guys managed to kind of get away from falling deeper into that kind of state of depression because you could still get away.
Yes.
You could still go back to Philippines or
Yeah.
Indonesia, right? I think it'd be interesting to find out from the point of view of an Indonesian also next week. So make sure, guys, you tune in again with Kumbang channel Kumbang Kumpul Barang Yok next week as we listen to the same issue but from a different source, which is an Indonesian. Okay, but now Ate Els, actually, you guys call her Tita, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
because this is the auntie of. Ate Els, Ate means sister. Ate Els is the Tita, which is auntie in Tagalog. The Tita of
Siblings.
her Royal Highness Lady Diana. Oh, you both are siblings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Catherine, so they're both sisters. Okay. So, well, I mean, you know, what are the coincidences that you guys happen to be having great employees
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
don't
We're
have any
so
problem?
lucky.
Yeah, but yeah, as you said, you do have people that you know around you that are actually having this stress level issue in regards of work, right? But now, let me get back to that though. Even though we have just been talking about being stressed out because of work, nevertheless, as I said, we're living in the pandemic era now, and there's other types of stressing things, okay? Because even myself, you know, I may not work as a domestic worker, but I get stressed out quite a lot these days, you know. Even just with, you know, the thought of, you know, another outbreak can happen, you know, and then another mass swab test, okay,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes. Yes.
And so let me ask you three though, despite the fact that you don't have any thing that stress you guys out because of work, because of your boss, is there anything though in Macau that stress you out? Maybe the language problem or anything else at all? Being a domestic worker here, being a migrant worker here in Macau, is there anything that makes you guys stressed out a little bit? Maybe when you have to go to the market and you have to bargain, or is it that three of you speak Cantonese? Do you speak
No.
Cantonese?
No.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's one of our stress also, the language. Sometimes we don't understand, so we just use sign language.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you do actually have a bit of a stress issues.
Yeah.
Just maybe not involving specific workplace issues because your boss are good, but when it gets to having to go to supermarket or whatever, sometimes you do have that.
Yes, that's a language.
And so when you have to explain some things, if your body language don't work as well, what do you do then? Do you ask someone to help you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
will ask someone can understand me English, or I
mm.
mean, I will go to another one. I will ask if he
Yeah.
or she can speak English. So that's the person I will talk.
Okay, that's smart. How about Her Royal Highness Lady Diana? Do you have any problem? If you're really Lady Diana, you wouldn't have any problem at all.
Yeah. I don't have problem about talking Cantonese because I can understand.
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, little bit.
Oh,
Siu,
yeah,
siu.
wow. Okay.
Siu, siu.
Okay.
Yes.
So then, is there anything else that, you know, that may trigger your stress level being here in Macau? Or it's all just fun for you?
No, only my stress is just the thing that I can go for holidays.
So
That's-
the issue that was mentioned by Tita Els, right?
Because I'm staying here with my family, so
Mm.
I'm happy. I
okay.
have my sisters, cousins.
That's true.
And my
Not
auntie.
not everybody's as lucky as you guys because
Yes.
it's like your whole family are in town.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
why.
And
Yeah,
also, Mr. Beto, I think the like for example the Macau need to study the salary of the
Mm,
domestic because compared to the company of and domestic, we are so
So low.
Yeah.
low. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a
Yes.
really good point as well to
Yeah.
point out. And may I know though, because I'm kind of like out of the hard news world these days. You know, I've been doing just radio, but what's the range of salary here in Macau now?
For now, because of the pandemic, the other employer
Because I know
cannot-
because of the pandemic, it's going up, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. The
So how much
other
is it now?
7,000, 6,000.
Yeah.
But I heard some of the domestic is 4,237, the same. They are
Ah,
long.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So not everybody has their salaries gone up already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So a couple
true.
of them they're still around that, and so you're hoping that the salary will be increased here in
Yeah.
Macau. Well, unfortunately, we don't actually have like a fixed
that's-
rule, a legislation.
Yeah, we
you
don't
know,
have the
like in Hong Kong,
Yes,
we don't have
in
that.
regards of the salary. So it's really just encouragement from the government to make sure that you get well paid, not too low and everything. But let's hope that in the future though, this will be brought up as well in the Macau's Legislative Assembly. Okay. However, is there anything else that you guys want to point out in regards of working here in Macau before we say goodbye?
So far, because we have a good employer, we are so blessed and thankful. But
Then maybe you can give a positive message, because I don't know, maybe next week it's going to be more negative than positive. Tonight is very positive, so
Yes, yes.
maybe you can give a positive message. What do you want to say to your employers, or maybe the good employers out there here in Macau?
Okay.
can we mention the name?
No,
No, no.
I'm sorry, I cannot mention
You cannot.
because they don't know
Of course.
that I'm
No,
going
just
here.
representing all the good employers here in Macau. What
Okay.
would you like to say?
Okay. Thank you for the good employers giving enough time, rest, and nice salary to their employers, to their employee, to their domestic helpers. That's all.
Thank you, Lady Diana. Okay, how about you two? You guys want to add something, or that's it?
That's all.
Okay,
Yeah.
you guys are so shy and so stressing out. Okay, but Johnson has something to say.
Yeah.
In the mic,
You
please.
said your employer is very nice. Did your employer give you all the benefit that the government you have to get?
Yes,
Mm.
yes.
So how many? May I ask you? How many annual leave you have? Since you work 13 years.
13 years, yeah.
Yeah.
13 years. Now, your annual leave how many days?
If I'm going to Philippines, they give me 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, good. And your salary from the beginning, how much?
From the beginning, of course, it's small, but now it's higher now.
Is every
Every year have an increase?
Yeah,
rise
yeah.
up your salary?
Yeah, they raise me.
So every year.
Yeah.
Not every year.
Every 2 years, maybe.
every
Yes.
year. And
So
And
it's not
also-
every year. So
It's not
sometimes
every
2 years they raise. Not every year.
not every year.
Not every what?
Should be every year.
It should be every year.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, but not. It's not a rule. It's
Yeah,
rule.
see,
It
it's not a rule,
depends-
that's the
depends
point.
The boss good or not.
Yeah. So it's highly
Uh,
encouraged.
The boss don't give you high salary. Also,
It's okay.
No problem.
It doesn't go against the law.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they should give the 10 days or double pay like that, or bonus at the end of the year.
Yes, yes.
All
They
give you.
gave.
Huh?
They gave bonus.
They give bonus.
Yes.
That's a good
That's good.
employer.
Yeah,
Chinese, Christmas.
Christmas also and Chinese
Christmas,
New Year.
Chinese
Obviously,
New
you
Year,
will get
yeah.
quite a lot of red packets, right?
And for your if know this pandemic, pandemic. If you annual leave back to Philippines, the ticket the boss give you or you pay yourself.
The ticket?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
tickets.
they pay for me the
Yeah.
ticket.
Two ways.
Yes,
yes.
It's very good,
Yeah.
very good.
Well, it's supposed to be like that. So, but anyway, thank you so much for your time and thank you for your sharing tonight, so we get a clearer message about this. So to sum up, let me just remind everybody. Okay, so basically, yes, this is happening, guys. Okay, the domestic workers, and I believe it's not just the Filipino domestic workers. I think the Indonesian and everyone who's working in the domestic work, it's got to be stressing up a little bit, you know. I mean, even myself, and I think a lot of you also out there must be going through some, you know, some stuff that stress us out as well, okay, living in this pandemic era. So imagine for these domestic workers, they have to get up early in the morning, and then most of the times they have to finish work quite late as well, especially those domestic workers who have to work stay in, not stay out, okay. So to sum up, let me just share to you guys my hope that you guys will treat your domestic workers better. And we're not just talking about money. I can understand a couple of us, you know, we may be losing our jobs and everything, but if you have a good relationship with your domestic workers, I'm pretty sure your domestic workers wouldn't mind having their salary being cut for a couple of years now, you know, if you are a good employer, you know, because then it'll be more like family relationship rather than just boss and workers, okay. But of course, having said that, if you do have the capacity, please don't be stingy. Don't just give, you know, the lowest level, you know. If you are blessed, come on, bless your workers as well, and give more, you know, according to their work. Especially if they work really good, then I think they deserve to get more as well, okay. We know that there is no specific rules and regulations in regards of this, but come on, if we can be a better person, I think the whole society in Macau would be better as well, okay. And having said that, also let me just remind you guys that this stress level is not just about their salary, you know, it's not just about having their long working hours, you know, but also it's about them not being able to go home. And we all know how terrible it feels not to be able to be with your family, you know. So, and they've been stuck here in Macau for quite a while already, and not saying that they're not blessed with the work that they have. Of course they are, but you know, we just need to understand a little bit more about them. And of course, having said that, may I ask also all of you to understand us, the boss, the employees here in Macau. We do have our stress level as well, so on behalf of them, you know, I apologize if, you know, we sometimes say things that we don't mean to, you know. I don't have a domestic worker at the moment, but I used to have, and I may have to hire another one very soon because my child is growing up, and so I may need another one. But yeah, let me just say on behalf of, you know, all of us who are normal, okay, but sometimes we still do get angry, we still do get out of you know, out of control a little bit. But yeah, if we ever come to that point, you know, just understand us as well as we try to understand you guys also, okay. But thank you so much for your time to be with us tonight, and I hope you guys will come back again later for a different topic and not a stressing out topic, okay. Okay, thank you so much, guys. And for those of you out there, I'm gonna play you guys the next song from Vanessa Amorosi. This is a song called Take Me As I Am. Still at Kumbang Channel, Kumbang Kumpul Bareng Yo. Okay, great. That was a good 20 minutes.